Men are making 0% effort to approach women, and we can't blame them.
I'm quite literally rolling around in horse trying to get this bottom thing off my car. I don't want to talk about it. I'm gonna cry. I'm trying to get this off, and I need a screwdriver to take it off.
Girl.
I just wish someone would pull over and help me, because I don't know.
Jesus.
Oh, someone just pulled over. No way.
Car trouble? Let's take out the phone and start recording ourselves because that will help. Brothers, if you have still not awakened to the reality, get out of the game entirely. Focus upon the purification and cultivation of your soul, and everything else is fodder and minutia after that. If you are still trying to outgame them, or figure out how to benefit from the game, you are still a slave to it, and your consciousness needs to evolve now.
I saw a TikTok the other day, and I will tag the creator in the comments down below. It was a gentleman reacting to a video of a woman saying something along the lines of, "If I ever catch you cheating on me, I will super glue your testicles to your ass."
Interesting.
And the gentleman said something along the lines of, "So it's only funny when women joke about domestic violence." And I took a second, and I was like, dang, I used to be that woman. I have told somebody, if I caught you cheating on me, I'll take your ding-a-ling and I'll make it into a smoothie. And I wasn't phrased that way, it was much more graphic.
I know.
And I said it. And I expected it to be accepted, right? That's how serious I am about if you ever do anything to betray me, because how dare you do anything to me, right?
Yep.
If I heard a man tell a woman, if I ever catch you cheating on me, I'm gonna cut your breasts off and put them in a blender,
Jail
which
time.
is exactly what I said to a man, I would tell her, you need to leave that relationship. That's terrifying.
Jail time.
What's even more terrifying is that almost everybody in my life backed that statement up. So the man that I was with had me threatening him, and then had female family members threatening him, my female friends threatening him. Flip it, and if my boyfriend or my husband threatened me, and then all of his buddies came and went, yeah, what he said, if he doesn't do it, I will. Right, somebody is calling the cops.
That's right.
The double standard is insane.
Self-awareness.
And what's even more insane, absolutely delulu, as people say, is that women will hear this and then comment down below defending their right to be able to talk to men like that.
They want Chads or Tyrones to approach them. Any normal guy will get rejected very overtly and publicly with a "how dare you, you creep" vibe. Women have been saying, indeed screaming, "Leave us alone." For years now. What the hell do they think men are going to do? Men have learned. The women did this to themselves.
Stop approaching women when they're alone.
No, men are weird. Stop talking to women you don't know.
Oh, single men. Why are you don't pursue anymore? What's up?
No.
I hate when men approach women.
So should a guy ever approach a girl in public?
I don't think so, no.
This year, I decided I'm going to go the full year without using any dating apps. However, I still want to meet people. So tonight, it's Friday, I'm going to go out by myself.
Just passing a beer garden that was full of people with their friends. It's okay. I don't know what I thought. I genuinely thought that I was gonna meet people. I'm gonna go again. I'm gonna keep trying. But it was really hard.
Is it too direct for like a stranger to come off the street or in a restaurant to say, "Oh, I think you're really interesting," and get your number there? Is that?
Of course, because I had this type of situations. It's weird. Because do not approach a woman who did not inspire that.
This question is for the guys. So, don't men approach women anymore?
So what's inappropriate? You got your game. You got a game. Watching your son play. Is that inappropriate?
If you're not interested,
it's always inappropriate. So the thing is, it's true. If you're into somebody, it'll be the greatest thing you've ever heard. If it's a guy you have no interest in, you will be like, get away from me right now.
Women want a man to fill her cup, even when his is empty. She refuses to refill his in return, then gets mad when he goes to get it filled somewhere else. But then she expects to get hers filled somewhere else after she has emptied him. After the feudal era of dating and relationships, we've entered this era of relationships where women pick and choose whom they like, with those men who approach them. Women invented this era. Before this, partnerships were coupled up by parents of families coupling a pair. Now 2 guys can approach a woman, and she can either pick or choose and have 2 dudes. This is why men don't approach women, because we mostly all realize that women like to be the prize, or will suffer to be with a guy that all women would fight over. This game is a barbaric coupling system. Most men now would rather do transactional relief than to be humiliated and risk not getting relief.
You know what I just realized about relationships? A guy starts off by putting 100% in the beginning of a relationship. And over time, that will slowly go down from like 100 to 95 to 90 to 80 to 85. And then you notice, and you only notice when it goes down to like 75 or 80%, and then you say something. And then when you say something, he puts back 5% effort and you're content. You're like, okay, he put in some effort, but it never goes back up to 100 or 90 or 95. It just goes from like that 75 to 80. And then it goes back down again to like 70. And then it goes down to 60. Long story short, it'll just go back down to 10% when it started at 100. I'm not saying all men do this. Correct me if I'm wrong, but as a woman, I feel like we invest more time and put in more effort as the relationship goes on because it becomes more and more serious. Moral of the story, if you're dating a guy and he starts off at 100% effort and you're noticing over time it's slowly going down, I just think that you deserve.
So according to this woman, men start out giving 100%, and that dwindles to 60-70% until she nags him. It bumps up for a bit, then drops off again. So she concludes women give more in a relationship over time. Right. That's why I hear men complain they aren't getting any bedroom fun anymore. Their woman now weighs 200 lbs, and the men are constantly running around, jumping every time she says jump, trying to please her to no avail. 'Cause women give so much more. Right. Tell me another fairy tale. Men know how to put 100% effort and energy towards something they want. Women are not sure what they want, but often are 100% sure that whatever they do have is different. Men get this understanding once they get what they thought they wanted. They realize they were wrong. When women and men can be what others want, but cannot ever get, because the person they are with is way more awesome than they could ever hope to partner with. Both can offer everything all the time, and the only doubt will be that there is no substitute for making this clear to the other partner, and the results come to 200% satisfaction. Why would I approach a woman when even the ones that seem to compliment you only to get you into a false sense of security immediately follow it up with an insult? It's happened to me so many times that when a woman gives me a genuine compliment and/or expresses interest in me without following it up with an insult, I'm unable to believe that she's being genuine. And then I don't even know what to say. So I just ignore them rather than risk being insulted. I am glad for this trend that men mind their own business, or turn gay, or whatever they want to do. It is good that men don't approach women anymore. The relationship between men and women is so deeply wounded with so much hatred that neither side needs to approach the other. We need to focus inward on ourselves and just show basic kindness and compassion to all beings instead of getting involved in all this nonsense. Real men go their own way. That's a fact in this day and age. They are wise enough to avoid women. They know the drill approach: get slammed by the woman, get harassment charges against them, pay a lot of money to lawyers, get prison time, get their lives ruined, suffering through their whole existence on earth, because he found a woman attractive and tried to her. Please don't. There are so many things in life much better than wasting your time on women. Get yourself an AI woman. No harassment charges, no rejection, and switch her off if you want to do something else. Just a thought. If you women seriously still want men to approach you, then you have to accept that sometimes it will be at the park while you just want alone time. Okay? Men aren't mind readers, and we don't know when you just want alone time. That's just part of being a woman, the approach, and the rejection is part of being a man. If that is seriously a problem in your life, then there's something wrong with you. Just be nice and firmly say no if you aren't interested. Just like men shouldn't act like jerks when they approach you, you shouldn't act like a jerk if you aren't interested. Is this really so difficult? Sex is more or less a criminal activity for men, and an entirely guilt-free, consequence-free, innocent pleasure for women. Getting drunk is not an excuse for inappropriate behavior for men, which can include talking, touching, or even just making women feel uncomfortable. If women get drunk and have sex with a man, they can claim they were incapable of consenting after the event. The deck is now stacked so heavily against men, the risk is no longer worth taking. Where did all the good men go? They went elsewhere, trying to find a good woman. Social media is teaching women that men need to meet certain criteria before their presence will be tolerated. Specific height, specific income, etc. Men must meet not just one of the current benchmarks, they have to meet all of them. Instead of wanting a man who is loving and loyal, it has become more desirable to acquire a man who can provide a lavish lifestyle and look good while doing it. When the interest wanes, a very profitable divorce occurs. And, on to the next. If anything, women should now consider approaching men instead. Dear women, if you just simply approach a man, he's not going to exactly hate you for approaching him, because I'm sure in a reverse way, you would hate a guy approaching you all of a sudden, a random one, where you don't even know how he looks, or how he carries himself. So if a man gets approached by a woman, he is more likely to at least listen to what you have to say. He will respect in a way your opportunity to talk to him. He won't try to trash you. Okay, he won't. So I think I strongly believe that women should approach men now. They should. Because of how humanity has evolved in the mindset of all this social media crap, if this also media crap is getting into the world of more and more men and women, then it's time for women to cause the paradigm shift and start approaching men. There's no harm in a woman now approaching a man. Another thing to consider is that if you are not fucking, then she isn't giving 100%. If you are dating and there's no sex, are you dating? Dating without intimacy should always require only friendship-level effort that may be at the associate or acquaintance level, based on how the other person treats you. A woman who does not take into account your past efforts to please her means she does not feel she owes you any affection, and you need to look for someone else. Sex solves a lot of crap, because whether she likes you or not, or she has or prefers other interests, the fact you had sex with her basically makes you tolerate and say in your mind that I got paid already, so you would be willing to go on a date with her or do something else that she wants after the sex. Sex is not a relationship builder. It's an act that tells a man that you are sincere. Whether or not that is true does not make a difference, because the fact you got sex is a great feeling that men want. Thanks for watching Man Reacts. Show us your love and support by liking this video, sharing it with your friends, and subscribing to the channel. Support us and help us spread support for men around the world. Do comment and share your thoughts. We're always up for a healthy debate and discussion.